Hey guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of Dweeb in our little Mechanitor colony here where it's freezing cold out and we're spending our time bisecting mountains looking for components because we have so precious few components. Now we can make our own now. We figured out how to do that and we're going to very slowly work on that over time, but I want to readdress the SS gift box here because I think we're ready to go somewhere. I don't know where we're going to go. I honestly have no idea. I don't really have a clear vision for Dweeb yet. I don't really know what Dweeb's plan is for his life. But it's going to be wonderful, and we're all going to be very, very excited about it. I just don't know what it is yet. But we should go somewhere and do something. I do notice I don't actually have a table for them to eat at. Why don't we set that up while I just happen to be thinking about it? So why don't you guys get a table sort of here in the living area. We'll put a couple of chairs up for that kind of nonsense. One there and one there. So we've got heat. We've got batteries that are in the process of charging up. Let me just briefly check my power lines real quick. Make sure everything's connected to everything. Yeah, that is broadly looking pretty good there. I do have enough components to get another geothermal up and running. I don't really know that that's necessary, but we might kind of think about doing that just for extra power. There's no reason not to have extra power. I can always get some more batteries and then pack them up and move them into the ship if we want to do that. Hey, Whitty, how are you doing down here, kid? Yeah, I know your name used to be Winnie because I can't possibly pronounce the name that you've got, but I might change it to Whitty because Whitty's in there somewhere. How are you doing on things? We're still trying to convert you. Yeah, you're like halfway done with not believing in your nonsense anymore and believing in something far more sensible. It's not happening today, but it'll get there over time. What can I do in the meantime, really? What could I be doing to do? I could make more chem fuel, but what's the point of that? We've got plenty right now. Let's look at the map. Let's just take my mind off of that and look at the map. Where might we go to do something fun and interesting and potentially murderous? Like, what's over here? What's going on? Chasms and caves. Okay, anything really neat? Just chasms and caves. The Kagana sinkhole. That is my second favorite sinkhole. Don't ask me what my first is. It's not really very important. What else is going on? Like over here, what do we got? Valley, caves, pools. Looking for something fun to do. Gold or rich. Hello, that just became fun. Okay, we found something fun to do. We're going to go gold mining, kids. All right, let's put a plan together. So if I wanted to do that, obviously a miner would be really good to take. That would be nobody at all. Possibly Chella. Chella would be good on that. Maybe Smog. And maybe, actually, Butch would be outstanding. Butch, do you do fighty stuff at all? Are you fighty? No, God, no, you're terrible at that. You're just really, really good at mining. Maybe not you then, maybe Chella, who is unbelievably good at shooting and competent at mining. What are you armed with these days? Heavy SMG. Okay, Chella's on board. Chella's coming in on that. We're not going to take Dweeb, because I want Dweeb around here to run the mechs. And I don't really want... Actually, do I want to take the mechs with us? No, I don't really need to take the mechs with us. Maybe take the kid. Because the kid can do just like general stuff like cleaning and moving things around. I'm going to need... maybe some sort of cook, and definitely some kind of doctor, just in case. So, who's like my backup doctor? It's kind of Wraith, isn't it? Beta's my number one. Actually, Beta's a less good doctor than Wraith. Wraith, why are you not on number one doctorizing? You're an excellent doctor. You should doctor more. Dweeb is broadly competent at it, but again, we're not going to take Dweeb. So it's going to be down to Beta or Wraith. Probably Wraith, because Beta does a lot of other things around here. Beta's kind of my main person around here for getting stuff done. Okay, let's start to put together some food, first of all. Was I smart enough to start making packaged survival meals? Was I intelligent enough to do that? No, we haven't really, we have no food. Well, we have no raw food. We've actually got plenty of meals. We have no raw food right now. Okay, so let's set up a bill to start making some packaged survival meals. We're already on it. Okay, we're already keyed into that. I was at least smart enough to start setting it up. What I don't think we have is any raw food. Everybody go start killing a pig. If you see a wild boar, just shoot it in the face, bring it back home, and we'll chop it up and eat it. What we're not going to have is a lot of vegetables. Now that we can make our own components, he says optimistically, knowing that it's not happening in any great deal of speed. We could finally start thinking about some hydroponics. This would be a great area right here for hydroponics. I'm going to delete this zone. What was I growing there? Potatoes. That's fine. I can get more potatoes. Potatoes can happen. Talk to me about stone blocks. I've got quite a bit of granite. Not a small amount of granite. Now, think in advance. If I put up geothermal, first of all, I'm going to need components that I don't really have. And I said geothermal, and I meant hydroponics. You know how that goes. You're not unfamiliar with the channel. If I put up hydroponics, I'm going to need, obviously, components, but I'm going to need a lot of power. That's going to suck up a lot of power. So maybe we do the geothermal first and then get into hydroponics. Let's start to put that plan in place. So 1 geothermal generator, please. And actually, I could tie that into here as well, and that would remove the need for that wood generator that they keep having to refuel. I should do that. That sounds like really smart. So let's put that right into that. Okay, I won't dismantle that yet, obviously. We got to keep our toxic waste nice and frozen around here, and all the dead people. And then let's do, what did I say I had a lot of? Granite. Okay, let's do a granite wall around that. Actually, it doesn't really have to be that extravagant. How about we took that like down like this, and then over, and then up like, I don't know, like that? That's a thing. That exists. And then maybe just a steel door could live down in here. And then we'll start to draw some power lines all the way over here. So go like this, and then bring that down into here. Okay, everybody go start doing things. I have, I believe, exactly enough components to do a geothermal. Was I correct about that? I was. Oh, super. Got plenty of steel. Steel is nominally fine right now. I got like 2,000 units of steel. Not as much as I might like, but I've got about 2,000 units of steel. This is almost done being bisected, so let's just keep that operation going there. Why don't you carve down like that bit, and I don't know, maybe that bit. You never know. This is just a complete shot in the dark as to whether we're going to find anything or not, but it could happen. And then let's draw another one maybe like over here, out that way. Just see if there's anything in there. Might be some components, might be some steel, might be anything. Well, it's not going to be anything. It's going to be some sort of mineable ore, really. Plasteel, gold, silver. It's not going to be anything. It's not going to be like, I don't know, a fish. There's definitely not fish in that mountain. Butch, you're training some of the tigers. Good. I'm not getting any new tigers anytime soon. Yep, I've sterilized all my tigers. The unsterilized tigers were unfortunately killed in action, as they say. KIA. For the tigers. KIA tigers. But, you know, yay tigers. We're not ruling out yay tigers. We're not taking yay tigers off the table. We're just saying that I have no longer the potential for more tigers. I'm maxed out on tigers for right now, anyway. Okay, everyone's going to go start doing some things here, which is going to be very, very exciting. What else could I do over here? They've got the table set up. What else could I pop in here? I've got a really good recreation room. No books in the bookcase, but we could maybe move some over there. We might accumulate a few more. But the rec room's looking real, real good. This is going to be just generic storage. I could start putting up some shelves, or I might just make a stockpile zone in here, and they can just throw everything on the floor. I kind of don't care too much about that. Or I could build more tanks and more thrusters. That would enable me to get farther. I could go farther with that. We'll have a think about that. We'll see, because Dweeb's had to run many times. And we all remember Space Camel Alpha. It didn't really work out. That's why we got the SS gift box. It's broadly more efficient. Certainly way more efficient than the Camel was. But if we have to run again, maybe I make this bigger. Show me my thing. Like, I've got, 289 out of 500. I've got plenty more tiles I could be putting in here. We'll have a think about that. We're not going to rush to that right now. Let's focus on getting the meals made and getting that power up and running, which is already going very, very well right now. The walls are basically up, and we're going to do... Yeah, sorry about the toxic waste there, kid. Yes, and all the dead bodies. Yes, I see all the dead bodies. We're all concerned about the dead bodies. All right, so when they get that done, then I'll knock out that wood generator. That'll be less wood. And just one more task they won't have to do. Go up there and keep refueling that. The tigers are moving things around. And boy, we've killed a lot of wild boars. Holy moly, we are just destroying boars. Dweeb, are you doing packaged survival meals or fine meals? Do you not... I don't think we have any vegetables for the packaged survival meals. That requires vegetables, right? Yeah, 1.2 vegetarian. Okay, well, we'll have to accelerate the idea of doing geothermal, or excuse me, hydroponics again. Royal Tribute Collector, that's fine. They're going to take gold or prisoners. Witty, how much do I love you? Remind me? You are very, very good at animals. You don't honestly do a lot else, do you? You could be artsy. Artsy would not be the worst idea. Okay, we're going to kind of hold you in abeyance, Witty, until I figure out the plan for your life. And it's going to be wonderful and very, very exciting. And you're going to be very, very excited about it. You're like, my God, I'm so excited about this plan. I didn't have a plan for my life, and now I have a plan for my life. This place needs a light. Let's get a lamp in here. So do a standing lamp maybe right in there. It's very dark in our sort of dining room recreation room here. But it's a very good dining room recreation room. We're very, very pleased with it. Anything new going on over here? No, of course not, because you didn't actually tell them to do anything over there. We've done biosculpting. Okay, cool. Cool. Where does that lead to? Because I think that gets even better after that. Yeah, bioregeneration. There we go. Or I could get into advanced fabrication and bionic replacements. Bionic replacements is actually a fairly quick one, and I do love bionic replacements. There's nothing I love more than ripping limbs off a colonist and putting them back in the shape of a toaster or a blender or something like that. Oh, you've trained them to rescue. Yay, good. Hopefully we don't need that. Let's just hope we never, ever, ever need that ever. We will. We totally will. Hey, Beta, where are you going? Are you going to go play some poker? Yeah, it's like freezing cold over here, kid. We don't really have heat in this part of the ship at all. I could put a heater here. I'm not right at this exact second, but I could. Maybe another battery? I'm going to... Actually, don't have the components for it, Dave. Those 8 components are kind of earmarked for the geothermal up here. What are we doing? Yeah, we put the steel up there. We just need to get the components up there. Okay. And who is supposed to be on crafting to do the component stuff? Because it doesn't seem like we're really working on that very hard. So crafting is, again, Beta. Yeah, Beta does everything around here. Beta's very, very good at all these things. You can be number 2 on smithing, too. Don't worry about art, kid. Don't sweat the art thing. And you know what? Probably... Yeah, you're like my only other researcher. If the researcher is down, I would like somebody else to be able to do research. So yeah, you just keep doing what you're doing. Also, it's kind of bothering me that there's not a shelf here. So I'm going to put a shelf here. And then maybe another one right here. I don't know what those shelves are going to be. What is this shelf? What do you do for a living? Nothing at all. Oh, no, you do all those things. That's cool. You do all manufactured things. Yeah, that's probably a thing you should do. Okay, that's cool. Let's just, you know what, copy that, and then we'll paste that into these. So paste that, and just in case, paste that. There we go. A little more storage there, a little more organized, a little prettier around, I want to say our home, but we've moved several times, and I'm not particularly married to this place either. How are we doing? Okay, this is finally coming together. Yeah, so I have no more components left. Beta, apart from the fact you're asleep, why are you not doing anything productive? It's kind of annoying me. Oh, you're making a component. Perfect. Where? Oh, you're going up here to get the steel. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, I see where you're going with that. Great. Yeah, if you could, like, really work on that. It's just, it takes so long to do these. So very, very long. Good news, you're very good at crafting. So now that Beta's on the component tip, we can start looking at some hydroponics. So do I still have a decent amount of granite left? Ooh, not as such. How about we do something out of slate instead? So do a slate wall, kind of like this, or like that, and maybe come over to here. And then let's just put a door here. And that can go into the hydroponics area. Because not only am I going to need power for the hydroponics, I'm also going to need the sun lamp. Sun lamp sucks up an inordinate amount of power. It's just kind of stupid how much power those things produce, or rather, require. Did we finish that, by the way? Almost. Did we get all our power lines in? How about that? Is everything connected? Yeah, that goes into that, but that also, once the ship is gone, this will not be connected. So that doesn't really work. How about we did something a little bit different there? How about we take that down to there and link that into the main circuit? Because that is just not going to work in that regard. Go back to power for a sec. Yeah, let's drag a power line, say, right through here. Just central to the whole hydroponics embryonic idea that I've got going on. And this should be up and running, yeah, momentarily. Okay. Anything else we want to murder? Because I see we've already produced a lot of meals out of that meat, so let's just keep murdering things until there is nothing left on the map that doesn't fight back or explode. Take the rat out, take the hares out, yep, all of that. Everything must go. Every animal must be destroyed around here. It doesn't help us with the packaged survival meals, but it certainly does help with food in general. We've had problems with that in the past, haven't we, Dave? Also, while I'm looking at it, why don't we floor this area? There's just no floor in here. How about we just did just like a regular cement floor? We'll be fine. Put that in there, and that up to there, and then that in there. Okay. Now what? Now what do I do with my time? I'm just kind of... I was just waiting for winter to be over so we can start growing some things. I mean, it's getting there. The 11th of winter, December. But, boy, this is a slow haul. This is a lot of just kind of bumming around, waiting for them to finish things. Dweeb, what are you doing? You go kill something? Hang on, what have you got? Oh, you got a raccoon. Okay, good for you, kid. Yay! Good job on the raccoon. Is that a component? No. Got all excited there. That is so not a component. Actually, it might be. Wraith, punch down that piece of mountain, and then tell me what lies beyond it. That might be a component. It is a component. Okay, cool. Well, mine all of that. We'll definitely have that. Have we made any components at all? We've made 2. We made a grand total of 2. 2 components there. This is almost done. And then we'll have a door in there fairly soon. I'm going to need some heat in there as well. Do I have heat in here? I don't actually see any heat in here. Although it's 65 degrees, there's got to be heat coming somewhere. We've got vents there and vents there. Yeah, between all of this, it's just heating up that room. That's cool. And this is basically done. The roof's going on right now. It's 1 component for a hydroponics Suzy McWhat's-it, isn't it? But what is it for the sun lamp? Is that a component? No, that's just 40 steel. All right, well, let's put that, I don't know, right here. I will not, by the way, be building the perfect shape for hydroponics, so let's just all wrap our heads around that idea now. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I know there's a extremely efficient shape to outline your hydroponics in. I won't be doing that, so let's just all calm down and get our fingers off the keyboards before you tell me how inefficient my hydroponics is going to be. Yes, it is. I'm aware of that. I do know hydroponics, right? Yeah, I totally do. I 100% do. Okay, so that's cool, but we're still going to need a heater in there. It's not going to work unless we do that. And there's 1 component right there. There's 1 of my 2 components done right there. Okay, I can put up a solitary hydroponics basin. You know what? Get it going. Why not? Just get it going. It'll be something. So, line a bunch up here. Let's start with, like, here. And then we'll kind of build out from there, and then I could put maybe some down in the bottom here or something like that, because this will cover the entire room, right? Everything except those 2 corners. Okay, remember that. Those 2 corners will not really work. So we're not going to sweat those. I'm assuming at this point that all of my power is in place. Is that correct? Yeah, okay, so this is linked into, like, the main grid that it wasn't before. So that's 3 hydroponics. All right, I will, for the rest of this video, be mixing up the word hydroponic and geothermal. They're completely unrelated. They bear no relation to each other, but it's just going to happen. So, much like the inefficiency of my hydroponics setup, let's just all learn to cope with that information. So that's 3 geothermal kicking around and 2 wood-fired generators. And I say 2 because I'm about to deconstruct that one. We don't really need that. Check power one more time. Yeah, that is tied into that, right? Yeah, that's tied into that. So do I need, down here, these 2 wood-fired generators? Answer is probably not. Probably not. Well, let's find out. Let's deconstruct them and see how that goes. That might get me a component. And then I want to... What am I going to use for power while we're out on the road? I could put a chem fuel generator in the ship. That's probably my smartest move because we've got chem fuel. That is probably my smartest move. So let's just get that done. So do a chem fuel generator. Yeah, I know we don't have enough materials. We'll learn to cope. We'll get them eventually. I've got 2. I got the 2 of them. We've done the first hydroponics. That's ready to go. So that's already growing rice right now. And we'll eventually... The chem fuel will take up the next 3 components. And then I need to find some more. How did we do over here? Yeah, there's still more to be had here. There's more to be had, so that's cool. We're going to get something out of there at least. And the Megasloth's just bumming around. Okay, Megasloth's just having a good old day around here. Okay. And the crows. The crows are having a good old day. We could actually chop up that spellipede if we want to. Or the crows can eat it. I'm fine either way. Never mind. I'm not going to put a whole lot of effort into thinking about that. Beta, I'm kind of relying on you. Okay, I was relying on you for components. You are indeed making components slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. What are my other materials like? Okay, we're down to about 1,000 units of steel. I have a degree of plasteel. That's not bad. I have a lot of uranium. If anyone wanted to come by and buy uranium, that'd be great. I'd be very, very willing. Oh, we've already done this, and I've got components to spare. Oh, funsies. Okay, let's do more hydroponics then. So just build like 2 more of these for right now. And then I'm like keeping like 1 or 2 components spare. Mostly in case something breaks down. I'd like to have a component to be able to fix that. Raphael, you're not really doing anything. Why is that? You're not very good at anything. Okay, just keep doing your jam. I probably have you on cleaning and hauling. Do I have you on cleaning and hauling? Where'd you go? Raphael? Yeah, you could be doing... You're on number 1 mining. You're terrible at it, but I'm going to force you to do it so you'll get better at it. Are we out of mining tasks? No. Stillwater's over here doing stuff. Stillwater's having a good old time over here. Look at him mining stuff out. Infestation. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. We need to, like, not live here. Hang on. We're going to need a new zone out of this. So give me... Actually, maybe we just deal with it. Check your combatants here. Okay, auto pistol, a rifle, revolver. I've got to get some better weapons around here. A heavy SMG. Nothing at all. Do you do that? Yeah, you are totally good at shooting, Smog. So could you, like, equip yourself with... Wait, do I have any weapons? Oh, they're all down here, Dave, in your weapon shelf, where you put the weapons. Go get a rifle. Raphael, you're actually very good at this. This is one of the things you do. So go get, I guess, a rifle. Get an auto pistol. I've got to get better weapons. Stillwater, you're fine. You got a shotgun. Wraith's got the rifle. Butch is broadly terrible at everything. And then there's a small child who's actually better at shooting than Butch is. So why don't you also... Wait, are you allowed to... You're allowed to shoot things, right, kid? Go get a revolver. Let's arm this child. And in the meantime, everyone just be in the runaway zone right now. Okay, and then we'll go deal with our nonsense. And the mechs also in the runaway zone, and any animals right now in the runaway zone. All my tigers, please. So everyone kind of peel back, and then we'll go in and deal with the bugs later. Dweeb, you're cowering. I know you're cowering, Dweeb. Could you go in the runaway zone, please? Could you come, like, over here? Yeah, they're kind of... They're moving in our direction, Dweeb. They're definitely going to see you, kid. They're like, there's that Dweeb. Let's go get him. Okay, yeah, maybe just don't cower. Maybe come over here. Just come over in this direction. All right. So is everyone armed now? Revolver. Butch, you're going to go to the back because you're not as good as the small child. And Wraith. Okay, cool. So now we're going to put a dedicated... Oh, I see. I need Butch, though, because Butch is in charge of tigers. So everybody come over here. All right, everybody come over here. And we're going to start kind of lining up in this direction, see if we can get a few shots at these guys while they kind of poke their head out the door. Don't go too far ahead of the game, though, Dweeb. Yeah, don't get too far ahead of things. We've got issues here. There's no insects over there. There's actually several. So come on over here. Oh, Dave, you keep digging in mountains and then you're surprised about infestations. No, I'm not surprised at all. No, I'm very clear that this is a thing that's going to happen. I'm well aware of that. It's just there's valuable stuff in there. Let's go ahead and release all the tigers. Okay, there we go. Tiger Armada comes in and immediately starts killing things. Yeah, this is all going broadly fine. Try not to, like, super shoot the tigers if we could. Try to shoot around them. I know they're a larger animal, but if we can kind of like aim our... guys! Hey, guys! Hey, guys! Why don't we shoot at this one? Yeah, how about we shoot at that one? There we go. Butch, just hang back, kid. Hang back. You're not really adding any value besides tigers. You are primarily a tiger values added service. Okay. Oh, no, Tony! We lost a Tony! No! Probably stop shooting the tigers. Just let the tigers do their jam. Okay, we're going to go up here. And we're going to let the tigers do their thing. I don't know if this is actually a wise idea. We probably shouldn't do that. Let's... Okay, I think we've dealt with the problem. We've dealt with the problem. Okay. Everybody kind of come down here. We got to shoot these things. Are there any more? No. Darn it, we lost another tiger. That is... tigers. Tigers, if you... Butch, can you, call off your animals, please? Just call... No, stop shooting the tigers. Okay? It's not working out. That's what I'm saying there. Okay, yeah, just get the tiger out of the way. There we go. Okay. That's all... I'm sorry, one of my Tonys. It doesn't mean we're not going to eat you. Wait, you're only downed. Hang on. Which Tony? Okay, this is Tony with 3 E's. One of the other Tonys died. So undraft everyone. Butch, you're undrafted. Butch, could you rescue Tony, please? Yep, rescue Tony. We can get one back up and running. Yeah, there's another Tony in there. That's unfortunate. Oh, I'm chewing through tigers here. That's not a phrase one traditionally says. I'm just chewing through tigers. Is what I'm doing. Everyone can go back in unrestricted, okay? And the animals can be in unrestricted so they can eat their own food. And then, let me see. Agrahan, definitely unrestricted. Home zone, unrestricted, home. Okay. Sorry, Tony. I am chewing through tigers right now. Chewing through tigers. That's totally going to be the title of this video. Chewing through tigers. It's a good title. It won't attract any attention, but it's a good title. I need a title like, I don't know, Top 10 Reasons Tigers Eat People or something. I don't know. And it would be very clickbaity. But I just don't do that. It's just not my jam. Okay, unfortunate tiger loss there, but we'll learn to cope. And all these things will eventually die off, and we'll be fine. And you're going to go back to mining. Cool. There's my components right there. All right, how many tigers does that leave me with? 4? Yeah, 4, and they're all actually heavily injured. That's less good. Are we dealing? Yeah, we're definitely tending to tigers. Tiger tending is totally happening. That was a really good bit of alliteration there. Yep, tiger tending totally taking place. I don't have another T word. That's the end of my alliteration right there. Okay, many tigers are being cared for. That is good. Okay, where are we at on components? Technically none, but I think we've got a couple coming over here. Yeah, there's like 4 minimum over there, so let's keep the height. Yeah, they're already working on these 2 hydroponics. That's fine. Leave that for right now. Just leave it as is, and then we'll kind of look at that again in a little bit when everyone's kind of up and running. No human casualties out of that, which is very, very good. It is unfortunate we lost a tiger, but A, yay tigers. B, the tiger died, so my colonists didn't. And that's kind of the animal's point, is their first line of defense, and as we saw, the last line of defense, too. We shot our own tigers. I really probably should be, more conscious of that, but again, here we are. You're not strangers to the channel. You know how this is going to go down. I'm going to lose a tiger or 2. It's going to happen. Witty, I haven't checked in on you in the last 20 minutes here. What's going on with your life? Okay. Who's going to have hypothermia? Oh, yeah, Raphael. It's because you're naked. Yeah, no, this is, like, really obvious, kid. You have no clothing on. That's why you're going to have hypothermia. Maybe, like, don't be here. Just a thought. You could just not be in this area. Like, where it's cold. Because bits are going to fall off of you, kid. You've already lost a toe. Why don't you go clean the workshop? Okay, why don't you go do that? Just take some time, go clean the workshop, do your jam, kid, and we'll deal with everything else. And you just deal with being naked and cold and very, 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 very cold. Is that also Raphael? It was probably also Raphael. Oh, we made a heart. Who did I need that for? Somebody definitely needed a heart around here. It's not Dweeb. I know it's not Dweeb. You only lost a finger. No. Somebody I gotta get you an ear at some point. I said I got to get you an ear. An ear. I'll write it down. You don't need that. You do. Okay, right. It was Smog. Smog's got the heart condition here. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so here's the thing, and we've been through this before. Usually when I live stream RimWorld and we're going to do an operation, I'm going to drop a safety save because I do not lose colonists to dice rolls. And more importantly, I don't lose valuable prosthetic hearts to dice rolls. But I'm not doing that in these runs. So we're going to optimistically install the thing. We're going to give you a prosthetic heart. And we're going to hope that kind of works out. I also got to get you a kidney at some point. One of my Tonys is healed, though. That's very good. Lumpy, you're just the smartest person on the planet. You're ripping through this research. 20 intellectual. You're quite literally the smartest person on the planet. Who's going to be the best doctor for this? It's Wraith, right? Yeah, Wraith is very, very good. So, Smog, why don't you... Yeah, you're getting into bed now. I'm going to have Wraith do that personally because Wraith is way better at these kinds of things. We don't have good hospital beds. We don't have the machine that goes ping, and we don't have good medicine. There's a lot. We do have the sterile tiles. That is good. And it is clean in the hospital. So chance of infection lower. But I hate to... Oh, it's killing me not to drop a safety save on this. And you can call it a coward save all you want, but we don't lose colonists to dice rolls. And we don't lose valuable prosthetic hearts to dice rolls. It took us a long time to make that. Please get this right. We've done bionic replacements. Oh, bad luck, Smog. I could have made you a bionic heart instead of a prosthetic one. Sucks to be you. So get this... Okay, we got it. Good. All right. So you now have a prosthetic heart. Awesome. So you're not going to be worried about having a heart attack like you did before. Cool. Bionic replacements is done. You were saying you just needed better weapons. You said you needed better weapons. You've got precision rifling. You just don't have the components to make these things. That's the problem. You've got gas operation. Maybe... You know what? Gun turrets is really, really fast. Why don't we just get that rocking and rolling there? The problem is the components. It's not that you can't make high-grade weapons. It's just you don't have the components to do it. I need a really good trader, and I still need to keep making components. But we are starting to get some hydroponics done. Very, very slowly, to be sure. But it's starting to happen. I've got one more component. I could put up maybe one more for the sake of doing it. But... I kind of want a safety component, like I said, in case something breaks down. I'd like to make sure that we can repair it, like something important like a heater, in the middle of winter. That'd probably be a snazzy idea. I could queue something up. That will never happen, but I could queue it up. Oh, we do. We have an LMG ready to go. Somebody is apparently working on that. Oh, you're on it, Beta. Oh, well done. Beta, you're like reading my mind today, Beta. I want you to make a component, you're already working on it. I want you to make another component, you're already working on it. I said, we need some weapons. Beta is on it. Beta, you are like psychic today. You are anticipating every need that I have. If only the rest of my life went like that. Okay, now what? Where are you going now, Beta? Hey, Smog, are you enjoying the new heart? Yeah, sorry, I could have actually done you a bionic one. I'm sure it's like way better or something. I don't know, you can like run for a zillion miles and not get wind. I don't know. I don't know how hearts work, dude. Psychic suppressor for Mozambique. Okay, cool. What am I going to get out of this? All right, he's being followed by his enemies. His enemies will activate a site nearby to harass me. Okay, tuned to the male gender until I go and destroy it. An infinite chem reactor. What? Butch is really creative. Cool. An infinite chem reactor. And I have a spaceship that uses chem fuel. Or 43 goodwill. Wow, that is really good. These are really good rewards. These are super, super good rewards. 459 gold. That's great. That millions have died in attempting to feed the endless human thirst for gold. Yes. Yes. It's rather odd. Yep. It's just a lump of metal. Yeah. We could have said tin was our currency, but nope, we said gold. Wow, that infinite chem reactor, though. That's just always going to generate chem fuel. And 20 glitter world medicine, 450 uranium. I tell you what, the 450 uranium doesn't sound like much, but I've got so much of it. If somebody came by, that'd be a really good sale. We're doing that. We're doing that. Okay, we've done that. Now, tell me where the thing is. First of all, where is it? Right next door. Okay, the pods are here. Cool. We'll look at pods and Butch. We're not going to look at Butch. I don't even really need to take the ship for that. We can walk there. Okay, we're putting a team together. Okay, let's get a team together. Who's going to go on that little jaunt? Probably not Dweeb. I'd rather you stayed home with the mechs. Beta. Let me look at who's really the best at actually, everyone's pretty good at combat. Stillwater. What are you armed with? A pump shotgun. Okay, I don't have anything better right now, do I? Beta might have this done fairly reasonably soon. I'm going to wait till Beta's done with that rifle. Okay, who else would go? Cella, definitely. Definitely Cella. And Smog. Bolt-action rifle, sure. That's fine. Raphael, not so much. Stillwater, definitely. How about Wraith? You're actually not completely terrible at shooting. I don't know how many people we're going to be facing. And do I bring Butch and the Tigers? I probably do. I probably do. I know, you're like, Dave, you've already lost a tiger this episode. Are you gonna lose all your tigers? Just trying to get rid of all your tigers? What happened to Yay Tigers, Dave? What happened to Yay Tigers? Okay, we're all about Yay Tigers, and you had like 100 tigers. And then you sterilized them all, and then the ones that weren't sterilized got killed. And now you're out of tigers. You're running out of tigers, man. You're running out of tigers. Okay. Oh, good job training him with the insect meat. Well done, Butch. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Beta, can you focus on that, please? You didn't finish that, did you? No, you totally didn't finish that. Could you please focus on that? I just want to get this done. It's going to take you a little bit, but not that long. So now I've got a zillion pieces of uranium and Glitter World Medicine. Perfect. And gun turrets are already done, as indeed I knew they would be, because they go very, very quickly. How about... where do we want to go? Could go advanced fabrication. Get me hunter drone. No, actually, how about something sensible like medicine production, Dave? Don't go off on a hunter drone tangent when you don't know how to do medicine. A manhunter pack. Squirrels. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm a little busy. Honestly, I'm a little busy. But sure, okay, let's get everybody inside. And the mechs can come inside. There we go. Where is this squirrel issue that we're dealing with here? Okay, so slow everything down. Yeah, it's a lot of squirrels, you ain't wrong. Wow, there's like a swarm of squirrels down there. Yeah, that's a significant amount of squirrels. I'm not saying that's not a lot of squirrels. It is. That's more squirrels than... actually might be more squirrels than I have in my backyard. We have a lot of squirrels in our backyard. Sometimes my yard looks like that. It's just this swarm of squirrels. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but sometimes there are many, many squirrels in the backyard. They're after my tomatoes, you see. I leave them out for them. Like, Dave, why would you do that? Because they're bait tomatoes. If they take the bait tomatoes, they don't take the vegetables that I really want to save. It's very clever. Squirrels are incredibly smart and also stupid at the same time. Like, just here's some tomatoes. And they're like, cool. I'm like, haha, you didn't eat all my poblano peppers. Good. Excellent. I noticed they have not eaten, by the way, my insanely hot peppers, which are not poblanos. Those are very, very mild. You just gotta mill around here and, like, not go through my trap corridor? Because I've got, like, a project going on right now. Just so as you know, like we've got to go somewhere and kill a thing going on. And this is just honestly inconvenient more than anything. But at the same time, I don't want to go out and try and deal with them, because then we're going to get injured and we're going to have to heal up and all of that. Hey, Beta, how's the thing going down here? Okay, yeah, you'll be done with that soon. You're going to hate life because I've changed you to the manufacturing table for a while. But you'll be fine. In the fullness of time, you will be fine. Okay, I'm just going to kind of broadly ignore this for a little while until they start going through the trap corridor. I don't have that many traps. We're going to have to form some sort of defense at some point. But, boy, this is inconvenient. Hey, I was just going to ask Beta. Once again, read my mind, kid. Read my mind. So, Wraith, you were actually quite good at shooting. Was it Wraith or Stillwater? I think it was Stillwater. Yeah, Stillwater, you're outstanding, and you only have a pump shotgun. Why don't you get something way better than that? Go equip that LMG. That is much, much better for your purposes. Okay, yeah, I mean, squirrels. Sure. Those exist. And nobody has anything to do now. Everybody's idle because there's nothing really going on at this point in time. But the rice is coming in. That's neat. So, like, where are we at? Like 74% grown. So we should start to be making some packaged survival meals. I don't think I really need them for our purposes, for this little jaunt. But it's good that we can at least get them started. Wow, that's a lot of squirrels. That's so many squirrels. Okay, this is not my smartest move, and it never is. But we're gonna start to deal with this. So everybody except Butch, I think we're gonna not do. Actually, we should totally do tigers on this. But then we'll shoot more tigers. You know you're gonna shoot more tigers, Dave. Don't shoot more tigers. Nobody likes it when you shoot the tigers. Really don't. Okay, so everybody kind of march out here and then kind of come down here. And then start shooting things. Try not to shoot Dweeb. He's kind of in the way there. There we go. One's down. All right, where's the bulk of them? Kind of over that direction. There's one there. Let's just get over there and get that one done. Oh, this is honestly just inconvenient more than anything. There we go. Another one's done. It's not like squirrels are hard to kill. They are in the real world. They're a very wily animal. And they're small. They're a small target. I think it's the fact that we just got like 10,000 bullets spraying in their direction that we're hitting them at all. So yeah, if we can move a little bit faster, that'd be cool. They're kind of heading in this direction, so why don't we come up here and slow it down a little bit there. Slow it down a little bit. There's an eclipse. That's fine. It's night out anyway. We're not really caring about that. All right, everybody shoot those things. Yep. Okay, that's another one done. And then there's a large mass of them down here. Just stay there, guys. They'll come to you. Yeah, they're all coming to you. Okay. Yeah, just line up and shoot. This is going to go just fine. Line up and shoot. Line up and shoot. And more shooting. Yeah, it's just a little kill tunnel here. This is fine. And you. And you. How many more left? There's a few down there, but the numbers are thinning. And you're already dead. Oh, no, never mind, guys. They're already coming to us. They're already coming to us. Yep, everyone just stay put. And just continue shooting. Okay, and that one, and that one. And that one. There's one more down here, guys. One more. He'll get up there eventually. Is he going to move in that direction? Yes, broadly. Okay. So just shoot that last one, and we're good to go. Okay, there we go. I believe that looks like all of them. So everyone go back to work. And also you can be back in the zones that you need to be in. You can definitely be... Actually, why don't I put the tigers in the home zone? Because they need to find things to hunt and kill. Speaking of hunting and killing. Wow, nothing really around here that doesn't fight back or explode. Okay, skip that. That's fine. And then the mechs, unrestricted, home, unrestricted, home. Neat. All right, let's get a kill squad together here. We're going to go deal with this nonsense. So, world, where's that thing? Is that it? Is that the thing? What is this thing? What thing? That's the ancient complex. That's not where you're looking. It's right here, Dave. It's literally in front of your face. Okay, send a caravan over there. So, we definitely want to send Stillwater and Chella. Absolutely. You love to kill things. Everyone else is very poorly armed. But we'll send... Wraith is actually competent. Smog, that's fine. And Butch, we're not going to... Are we going to take the tigers? I think we are. I think we're going to take all 4 of the tigers there. I know it's a bad idea. And I'll probably lose another tiger, but hey, here we are. All right, let's get some food. Is that enough? It's probably enough. Is that enough, game? Don't take the... No. Don't take Glitter World medicine. Whoa. No. Let's not do that. Let's just do a bunch of this instead. So, like, 10 herbal medicine. Okay? We don't need to go nuts here. So, send that, please. 1.9 days of food. Really? You sure about that? How many meals are we taking? We're taking, like, 29 meals. All right, take a few more. There we go. It's basically down the street. It's down the street. Yeah, confirm that. That's not going to take us long at all. 1.9 days. That'll be no time at all. I mean, we're going through heavily polluted areas, and it's going to be awful, and we're going to all be really sad about life. But it's all going to work out. This is all going to be fine. I know we have low food. We're going to work on that. I'm not sure how, but we're going to work on that. Wow, we really do have low food, don't we? Okay. whomever is left at the end of this, we're going to need to send out a kill team on probably some muffalos. Yeah, some muffalos are going to have to suffer for this. I could take out the boom rats, but, you know, there's the explodey part of that. A general goods trader would be so good right now. Ooh, and there's all the squirrels. Now, some of them have scaria, but not all of them. Some of those is good eating right there. And Dweeb's still here. Dweeb can do some cooking. I mean, there's not a lot of food on them, not a lot of meat, but it's better than nothing. That'll keep us going for a little bit, at least until the team gets back. Hopefully it's not like a big resistance when we get there. This is very poorly planned. I should have thought this through better, but often I don't. Again, we're not strangers to the channel here. Often I just sort of forget things. Okay, they're off. They're out. Where are these alleged muffalos that you keep speaking of? Down here. Looking all nice and tasty there. Looking very, very tasty. Boy, sure would like to get some of those on the plate. That'd be nice. Oh, also, this thing. Somebody go deconstruct that. I don't trust those things. And that egg sac we need to get rid of. Hey, Beta, could you come over here? And we're going to... I know you're making a component. That's a really, really good thing. Just want to get rid of that egg sac. They got, like, creatures in them. Oh, and by the way, you're probably going to get attacked by something, like, super, super soon. Okay, you're coming down to deconstruct that thing. Cool. Neat. Beta, where are you? Beta, okay, there you are. Thank you. If you could come by, like, here, and then shoot at that thing. Thank you. There's probably going to be something in it, Beta, just as a heads up. Wow, you're terrible. Wow, it's just not even close, is it, kid? Yeah, go attack that thing. Like, kind of quickly, because it's going to eat your face. And then you won't have a face. Nobody will tell because of the burqa and whatnot. Yeah, if you could melee attack that larva. How hard can this possibly be, Beta? It's basically a maggot. Just step on it. Oh my goodness, Beta. Don't tell me you're going to go down to this. Raphael, could we just get some people to come over and help? Beta. Oh, Beta. 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 You lost to a larva. You're up. In the strictest legal sense of the word. Beta. Can we get more... This is silly. Beta. You're being very silly about these things. You're down again. You're down again. Okay, Baby's here. Baby will deal with this. Baby ain't playing. Go shoot that thing. Okay, you're also equally terrible. And you're much smaller than Beta. Also, we're allowed to have that revolver eventually. Raphael, you're coming in. Yeah, why don't you hang out over here? Oh, you dealt with it. Okay, good. Baby, can you rescue Beta, please? Beta's being very silly about things. And you guys, you're fine. You're off duty. Go back to whatever it is you were doing around here. Okay, well, that existed. Where's the team? Yeah, they're going to be there in, like, no time. Why are we so sweating food? Oh, my God, you don't have enough food. You're never going to have enough food. We're all going to die with no food. It's, like, right here. It's right down the street. We're so stressed about RimWorld. RimWorld, you gotta learn to relax more. You just gotta chill. Gotta mellow out. Just get with the vibe of things. Just catch the wave, RimWorld. Catch the geniusosity wave. Hashtag geniusosity. Beta, please tell me you're not about to die. You're gonna be dead in 5 hours. Beta. Really, man? And you're my best doctor, too. Hey, Dweeb, remember those medical skills that we used at the early part of this run? You need to do it again. So go tend to Beta. Beta's gonna die very, very soon. I know you haven't been our doctor for a long time, but here we are, kid. Here we are. Yeah, there you are. All right. Yeah, just kind of bit of a hustle, Beta, if you could. Bit of a hustle. Thank you. It's just that. Oh yeah, the glitter world. I probably should have just restricted you to the herbal, but that's fine. You know what? That's okay. You can have the glitter world medicine. Yes, there's a medical emergency. It's being dealt with right now with really, really, really good medicine. So I'm sure this will be okay. He says optimistically, understanding that Dweeb basically has no... Oh, are we here? Oh. Okay. Neato. Where... I mean, obviously that's the thing. Right there. I don't see any obvious threats. But let's come over here anyway. Let's just kind of swing in this direction. I'm assuming somebody's going to pop out of the door, right? That a thing that's going to exist? Okay. It's not just this, right? Alright, here's how this is going to go down. Claim this. No, claim this. And then deconstruct that. Okay, just deconstruct all of those things. And you guys actually go off duty. Yeah, no, actually, guys, I need, like, all of you to start doing this. Because this is, like, wicked important. You're not assigned to constructing. And then no one's assigned to constructing. Smog, can you, like, work on some things here? Butch, do you do constructization? No, go... Butch? Butch? Oh, you're drafted. Sorry, Butch. Yeah, deconstruct that. Hang on, there's an ambush. Kind of figured there would be. Where? Up there. Okay. Where's the gang here? Alright, I see you and you. Okay. How about we kind of line up around here? Like where trees live. Go up here. And what is it? A couple of boars? Is that a warg? Oh, it's a wolf. Oh, that's fun. A big wolf. Alright, I think we can kind of deal with this. I think this is going to be okay. Obviously, release the animals. And how about... Hey, gang. How about we don't fire at will? How about we fire when I tell you to fire? Okay? So, you guys... Looks like the tigers are going to focus on that one. So, why don't we focus on this one? Alright, just let them get a little bit more into range here. There we go. Fire on that. Alright, shoot that one. The tigers can kind of deal with the other one. No, sorry, Butch. Hang back, kid. No, Butch. Okay, it's done. Never mind, it's all happening. Oh, there's another one. Oh, dear. Cool. Fire at that one. Right there. And, are there any others I need to be aware of? No. Okie dokie. Shoot at that like so many times, please. Like, there we go, more shooting. You know what, let's just take that one out. Complete. Hang on, don't worry, no, never mind, guys. Go over here. The tigers have got it under control. Alright, yeah, the tigers will deal with that. Okay, area now safe. Cool. Go back to the deconstruction game around here. And then, wait, Smog doesn't... Oh, no, Smog does. Stillwater doesn't. Wraith doesn't. You could. And then Butch. Yeah, go deconstruct this. We got a crack in here. I want a big open wall because this thing will probably explode, and I don't want to be inside the room when it happens. I'd rather be kind of outside of that. Medical emergency is at home. That's Beta. Beta's been dealt with. Beta's just fine. Yeah, this is the thing we got to smash. So, Chella, you're done with that one. Go work on this one. Butch is already having a nap. Go deconstruct that. Smog, deconstruct that. Thank you. And then we're going to all stand over here and blow up the Hoosie McWhatsit there. Smog's already having a nap again. It must be exhausting, kid. It must be absolutely exhausting shooting things. Okay. Team, except Butch, come over here. Like here-ish. Yeah, like that. That's cool. Butch, you are so going to want to get out of the way right now. You just not, no. Yeah, Butch, take your tigers over there. No, Butch, like, maybe even take the tigers even further away. Like, way over here. Hypothermia is probably Raphael. It usually is. Yeah, it's Raphael again. Okay, let's attack this thing. So just, like, shoot that so many times, if we could. Tony's fully healed. That's good. I actually wasn't aware Tony was injured. So, yeah, 43, 40, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. We might get a component out of this. That'd be super. No, got some... Actually, one component. Okay, that's cool. All right. Everybody can be off draft, and Butch, you can be off draft. And let's get out of here. Let's just move. So, here, reform the caravan. We're going back home. Okay. Obviously, all of those people... Were there anything we want to take? We'll obviously take that one component. There's plasteel in there somewhere. Definitely take that. And I don't really think we need to take the dead wolves. They weigh a lot. Yeah, we're not really going to be able to haul a lot of those. Okay, that's fine. Do I want to try and take the steel? That's... How much can I take? Can I take all of that? Oh, yeah, I can totally take all of that. Okay, cool. Send that along. There we go. And let's go back to here. All right, that was much more manageable than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be, like, people who were going to ambush us with, like, weapons and shooty things. But no, just a bunch of wolves. Tigers versus wolves. The tiger's going to win every single time. Guys, that's probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. Do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of things. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. Yeah, I know your patience is wearing thin. My patience is wearing thin. I've killed a guy, and you walked in here in that shirt. What kind of umbrella is worth $1,600? Is it woven from unicorn tears? All right, is there an actual fire, or are you just telling me that fire is a thing that exists? Because I'm very familiar with that. Fire loves me, and it wants to be near me at all times. I know you're all saying to yourselves, you know, where on YouTube do I think I could find this? Where do I think I could find this? And you're going to say to yourself, Dave's probably streaming right now.